on, guys? It's Crazy Dog here, and in today's video, we're jumping away from the typical tech content and jumping in to some shoe culture. So as a small backstory, I've been wearing dad shoes for like basically my whole adult life. I've never spent like more than $50 on a pair of sneakers because I didn't think they really mattered to me. So a kind viewer, you know who you are. I'm not gonna name you by name because I know you're not chasing clout. A kind viewer actually helped me pick out my first set of kind of sneakerhead shoes. So you already know because you clicked on the thumbnail, you looked at the title, you probably searched all the tags. Today, we're looking at a pair of Air Jordan mids. They're the Racer Blue colorway. Of course, here is the box with the Jumpman on the front. This just arrived from eBay. And looking inside, speaking of eBay, some of you may get one of these if you're shopping at least smartly from eBay. This is one of their authenticity guaranteed cards. So essentially, because there's so many knockoff kicks kind of all around the internet, especially with some sus prices, they actually go ahead, the seller has the opportunity to send the shoes to eBay. They get tested, they get kind of authenticated, and if they are legit, then eBay ends up shipping them to you. Now, I will leave a link for these in the video description, maybe to some other sites like StockX and GOAT, because in Canada, I ordered these, they shipped from the States, and I got blasted with duties, and it just was not fun at all. So let's jump right into the sneakers. So here we go. Here are, again, the Air Jordan 1s mid in the Racer Blue colorway. You guys can see that there. Now, these were originally released in July, I believe July 7th of this year, 2021. And I was going to end up picking up a newer pair, something that kind of just maybe more recently came on the market, but they were yellow up here and on the swoosh, and that just kind of didn't vibe with kind of typically my style and what I wear. So we ended up kind of throwing it back a little bit, going back in time, going back to a July release and picking these guys up. And ultimately that's why I had to grab them on eBay as well. Now, the reason why I settled on these, I mean, one, they're a classic look. I've never had a pair of Jordans. I kind of wanted to ride the hype a little bit, but these should be a little bit easier to take care of than maybe some other shoes that I could have picked up. And overall, they were fairly affordable. We're looking at like $150. I mean, after duty, probably like $220 in Canada. But when you take a look at the colorway, again, we have that Racer Blue, we have the white, we have the black, and I was really looking at something that just had kind of a neutral appearance. So the toe cap, we do have black leather, and then we do have the white leather as well. This is something that, although this may show some creases over time, it's something that I'm going to very easily be able to take care of compared to, let's say, something like a suede toe cap or anything like that. Your side box is here, the panel. You also have white, and then your Nike swoosh right here. This is kind of like a suede oriented material, not leather, nice feeling, and then it's got the color match blue stitching as well. The stitching on pretty much every panel is all color matched to that unique panel as well. You have some suede upper here as well, right on the top. And then, of course, on the back, nice and plain Jane, which is honestly the way that I like them. There's no Jumpman logo or anything on the back. On the front, on the tongue, we might have to undo some of these laces here. So let's pull these out and open up the top just a little bit so we can see that tongue. Undo these laces. There we go. Now, on the tongue, of course, you have the classic Jumpman there. And we're gonna end up having, or the Air logo, I should say, we're gonna have some B-roll as well, some close-ups, some on foot of this as well. The bottom sole, just nice and classic black. So overall, just a nice neutral look, but at the end of the day, I mean, you've got the Jordan wings there. You could tell they're Air Jordans. They're not gonna stick out like a sore thumb. For me, you're gonna see mostly the white and the black, which means accessorizing these is really not gonna be a problem. And although some people might not be a fan of the generic black laces, I actually really like that approach. So there is one shoe, and not a whole lot different here. Of course, you do have the eBay authenticity tag right here because of the way that I chose to buy them. You could have a StockX tag, you could have anything else, just proving that they are legitimate. They're not kind of a sus shoe that you found online on like franksbackalley.com, you know what I mean? So overall, really like these. I'm really pumped to actually start wearing these, start kind of breaking them in. Now, these are gonna be my dailies. They're not gonna be something that I'm gonna end up putting on a shelf, because the whole point of these was to see whether or not I wanted to get into kind of the fancier side of shoes. And again, these at retail, I know they're not Dior shoes or anything like that, or crazy Yeezys. So when I say fancy, anybody watching this because they clicked on this video saying that it's a Jordan's review or unboxing, probably laughing just a little bit. But again, I mean, I've been rocking like $30, $40, $50 Adidas, some dad style New Balances, some Reeboks, and this is just gonna be something that kind of makes me excited to go out, put on these shoes, you know, kind of just flex a little bit. I know that sounds kind of funny, but you guys know what I mean. If you're clicking on an Air Jordan video, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So again, these guys here, we're gonna have some B-roll here in just a second. We're gonna have some on foot as well. But these guys here, again, July 2021 release, the Air Jordan mids. These are the Racer Blue. Peter Moore kind of off that classic design with these as well. Overall, really, really like these. And I will tell anybody right now that's kind of looking at your first starter shoe, if that's how you stumbled across this video, or if you're a regular audience member that's usually here for the technology. And if you're not, if you're here for the shoes, this is primarily a tech channel, so you can reach out and kind of see what else is on the back catalog. But these guys here, I think, are gonna be a great starter shoe, something that should be fairly easy to take care of, again, compared to something that might be all suede, or something that you might not fully understand what you're doing with if you're just getting into the slightly more expensive side of kicks. So let's show you guys some B-roll. We're gonna sign off. You're gonna kind of see my face leave this screen. But if you like this video and you like the idea of maybe seeing some more shoes on here, let me know. This might be a common occurrence if it's something that I start investing a little bit more into. I will have links again down below to these shoes. Probably not gonna link the eBay listing that I use, because again, if you guys are in Canada, I recommend taking a look at maybe GOAT or StockX. I think they're gonna handle duty for you just a little bit easier. I ended up paying like 1.5 times retail on these just because I chose kind of the incorrect way to do it for my first pair. But links are in the video description, so you guys can go in, you can check that out as well. But let's take a look at some B-roll footage and let's sign off right now. My name is Quasi Dog. You guys have been awesome. You guys take care. Let's see what these look like up close.